In the vast expanse of the Pacific Ocean, more than 2,000 miles from any continent, lies a tiny, triangular speck of land, known to its earliest inhabitants as Rapa Nui. We call it Easter Island. This is one of the most remote inhabited places on Earth. A land of stark beauty, volcanic craters, and a mystery that has captivated the world for centuries. Who are the people who carved these colossal stone figures, and why? How did they transport these multi-ton giants across the island without wheels or large animals? And what led to the collapse of their once thriving civilization? Join us as we journey to the navel of the world to uncover the secrets of Easter Island. Our story begins around the year 1200 AD, when Polynesian master navigators of the open ocean arrived on the shores of this uninhabited island. They found a land rich with resources, covered in lush palm forests. Here, they established a complex society, organized into clans, and began a monumental undertaking that would define their legacy. This undertaking was the carving of the Moai. These iconic statues, with their long faces, prominent noses, and heavy brows, are believed to represent deified ancestors. They were carved from tuff, a compressed volcanic ash, found in the quarry of Raraku, a single volcanic crater on the island. Standing here, you can see hundreds of moai in various stages of completion. Some are still attached to the bedrock, others lie abandoned on the slopes, as if the carvers simply dropped their tools and walked away one day. It's a haunting, silent workshop of the gods. The sheer scale of this operation is staggering. The average moai stands about 13 feet tall and weighs 14 tons. The largest one ever erected, named Paro, was over 33 feet tall and weighed more than 80 tons, equivalent to the weight of a dozen elephants. And then there's El Gigante, the giant, an unfinished moai still in the quarry that would have been a mind-boggling 70 feet tall and weighed an estimated 270 tons. The ambition is almost incomprehensible. Once carved, the moai had to be moved, sometimes for distances of over 11 miles, to be erected on ceremonial platforms called ahu. These platforms, often located along the coast, served as sacred sites, with the moai facing inland, watching over their descendants, their backs to the spirit world of the sea. So, how did they move them? For decades, this question stumped archaeologists. Early theories suggested a massive workforce using log rollers and ropes. A plausible idea, but one that would have required vast amounts of timber. And this is where the story of Easter Island takes a darker turn. When Europeans first arrived in 1722, they found a barren, treeless landscape. The island that was once a subtropical paradise was now largely devoid of its native forest. The leading theory points to ecocide, a self-inflicted environmental disaster. The Rapa Nui people, driven by clan rivalry and a deep-seated desire to erect ever larger and more impressive moai, may have cut down every last palm tree. The timber was used for rollers to move the statues, for building canoes, for fishing, and for fuel. Without the forests, the soil eroded, streams dried up, and crop yields failed. Without large canoes, they couldn't hunt deep-sea fish. Resources became scarce, leading to starvation, warfare between clans, and a dramatic population collapse. The society that created the moai ultimately destroyed the very environment that sustained it. During this period of turmoil, known as the Huri Moai, the statues were toppled by rival clans, their eyes symbolically smashed to release their spiritual power, or mana. It was a tragic end to a remarkable era. However, recent research offers a more nuanced perspective. Some archaeologists now believe the statues weren't rolled, but walked upright to their destinations. Using ropes, teams would rock the statues from side to side, inching them forward in a shuffling motion, much like moving a heavy refrigerator. Oral traditions of the Rapa Nui people speak of the moai walking to the ahu, a detail long dismissed as myth, but now gaining scientific credibility. This method would have required fewer people and less timber, challenging the classic ecocide theory. Furthermore, studies of pollen and charcoal sediments suggest the island's deforestation was a gradual process, and that the introduction of the Polynesian rat, which arrived with the first settlers, played a significant role. These rats, with no natural predators, multiplied rapidly and devoured the seeds of the palm trees, preventing the forests from regenerating. The story might not be a simple tale of human recklessness, but a complex interplay of human activity, invasive species, and a fragile island ecosystem. And what about the pukao? The red stone hats that sit atop some moai. These were carved from a different quarry, puna, pua, and represent a later addition to the statues. They are thought to represent the top notes of chieftains, a symbol of high status. How the Rapa Nui lifted these multi-ton cylinders onto the heads of the statues is yet another engineering puzzle, one that showcases their incredible ingenuity. Then there is the mystery of rongorongo, a system of glyphs discovered in the 19th century. If proven to be a true writing system, it would be one of the few independent inventions of writing in human history. Sadly, by the time it was discovered, no one was left who could read it. Disease, slave raids, and cultural collapse had silenced the voices that held the key. Today, these wooden tablets remain undeciphered, a final, tantalizing secret of the Rapa Nui. Today, Rapa Nui is a territory of Chile. Its people, descendants of those first Polynesian are working to preserve their unique culture and the incredible heritage left behind by their ancestors. The Moai, many of which have been re-erected, stand once more as silent guardians of the island. They are not just stone figures. They are a testament to human creativity, ambition, and resilience. The story of Easter Island serves as a powerful parable for our time. It's a story of a society isolated in the middle of a vast ocean, with finite resources. Their island was their entire world. It's a reminder of the delicate balance between culture, ambition, and the environment. Whether they were the architects of their own demise or victims of unforeseen circumstances, their legacy is etched into the very landscape of their island home. As the sun sets over the Ahutangariki, casting long shadows from its 15 colossal moai, we are left to wonder. The statues remain silent, their secrets held close. They stand as a timeless monument to a lost civilization, a haunting and beautiful mystery at the edge of the world. Thank you for joining us on this journey to Easter Island. If you enjoyed this exploration of history and mystery, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more adventures into the world's most fascinating places. See you next time.